In this video tutorial, I'm going to tell you the easiest way to understand the ABG, and this will help you in your nursing exams and during practice. Hi, I'm Ashish from the Tuition Center for Nurses, where you get tips and tricks for different nursing topics. And today we are going to discuss the basic of ABG analysis and interpretation. ABG analysis are not as scary as you think they are. So take a deep breath and let's start the ABG analysis, basics and its interpretations. Before doing analysis of ABG, you must know the normal values of ABG components, which are the pH. pH should be normally between the 7.35 to 7.45. Next is the PaCO2. The normal range should be between 35 to 45 mm of Hg. Next component is HCO3, which should be between 22 to 26 milliequivalent per liter. And the last component, which is PaO2, which should be between 80 to 100 mm of Hg. After this, you must ask 3 simple questions to find out what's going in ABG. So let's start one by one. Our first question should be, what is the problem? Yep, you have to figure out where is the problem. So for that, look at the pH level and determine it. If the pH is less than 7.35, then consider it as a case of acidosis. And if the pH is greater than 7.45, then consider it as a case of alkalosis. Our first question is now over. So moving to the next, our second question is, who is doing this? Yes, there are 2 choices, either the lungs or the kidneys. The first value you need to look at is the PaCO2, which represents the lung. If PaCO2 value changes from the normal, then lung is the answer. So if the PaCO2 is greater than 45 mm of Hg, then we called it as a respiratory acidosis. And if the value falls below the 35 mm of Hg, then we called it as a respiratory alkalosis. If the CO2 value is in the normal range, then we will look at the value of HCO3. If the value of HCO3 is greater than 26 milliequivalent per liter, then we called it as a metabolic alkalosis. And if the HCO3 falls below 22 milliequivalent per liter, then we termed it as a metabolic acidosis. So after these 2 questions, we are now up to the what is the problem and who is doing this. So now we can find out whether it is respiratory acidosis or metabolic acidosis or metabolic alkalosis or respiratory alkalosis. So now our next step is to figure out whether there is a compensation mechanism happening or not. For that, we have to ask our next question, that is there any help is receiving from his friend? So who is in the problem? Then another one is the friend. So is the value of the friend who is out of the problem area changing to compensate? If the value is not changing and the friend is in the normal range, then we called it as a uncompensated. And if it is in the changing phase, so we have to look at the pH. And if the pH is still abnormal, then we termed it as a partial compensation. And if the value of his friend is changing and the pH is coming to the normal range or within normal range, then we called it as a fully compensated. Let's take a quick example to demonstrate this. Here the pH is 7.33, the PaCO2 is 55 mm of Hg and HCO3 26 milliequivalent per liter. So our first question is, what is the problem? So we will look at the pH. So the pH is less than 7.4, so answer is acidosis. Our next question is, who is doing this? So for that, we have to first look at the PaCO2 value. The PaCO2 value is 55, which is higher than normal. So we will think that the problem is respiratory first. Then HCO3 value is 26, which is within the normal range. And HCO3 value of 26 would not make the pH acidic like that. So we can confirm that the problem is respiratory. So this is respiratory acidosis. And then our next question is there any help is receiving from friend? In this case, the friend will be the kidneys. The HCO3 value is still within the normal range. So kidney is not trying to compensate or is not trying to help his friend to come out of the problem. So this makes it uncompensated. So your answer should be uncompensated respiratory acidosis. Yes, this is so simple. So let's take one more example to make this more clear. Here the pH is 7.49, the PaCO2 is 46 mm of Hg and the HCO3 is 36 milliequivalent per liter. So our first question is, what is the problem. So the pH is greater than 7.45, so it is a case of alkalosis. Next we will look at the our second question, that is who is doing this. So for that, look at the PaCO2 value first. The PaCO2 value is 46, which is acidic, but the pH is basic, so we know that the lungs are not doing this, and therefore it is not a respiratory problem. So that CO3 value is 36, which is higher than normal, so the kidney are the one behind this. So we can term it as a case of metabolic alkalosis. Our next question is there any help receiving from friend? In this case, the friend will be the lungs. The PaCO2 value is 46, which is slightly higher than the normal. So the lungs have noticed that the kidneys are in the problem, but the pH is still abnormal. So this is partially compensated. So your answer should be partially compensated metabolic alkalosis. If you like this, don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified as we upload our new videos. Thank you for watching.